In Cambridge City, first responders carefully navigating floating debris to make high water rescue.
Your brother Israel, I feel so sorry for all our brothers and sisters out in Gary, Indiana. For these last 3 weeks, I have watched flood. I work with these people. I live around these people. I hear what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I live with them. You know what I'm saying? I might not live in Indiana, but I was still affected by all these damn storms. Here in Chicago, there's been 6 damn tornadoes back to back to back to back. And you want to talk about bad weather? You want to talk about flooding, but not as bad as Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Not as bad as Gary, Indiana. So I listened to all my brothers and my sisters, them didn't personally sitting there telling me, Jehosa, we still flooded out right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do, Jehosa. We ain't had no electricity. We been out of electricity for like 2 weeks now. I feel so sorry. I've been praying for Gary, Indiana ever since this happened. Okay, when that last bad storm, it did what it did to Gary, Indiana. It messed Chicago all the way up. You know what I'm saying? It messed us all the way up, but not as bad as Gary, Indiana. Now, I look at all these weather as some people, they be all like, well, it's just bad weather, but nothing happens without a reason. Everything always takes place in the realm of the supernatural before it can take place in this realm of existence. So I don't know some people, they be all like, Jehosa, you don't know what the hell you talking about. It'd be bad weather. As long as I've been living out here, family, as long as I've been living out here, I have not seen no damn tornado after tornado after tornado after tornado back to back to back to back like this. I have not seen it. And to tell you the truth, I didn't even really take it that serious until this last tornado. I did not know that at all. I got to get my stuff together, family. Them people, our brothers and sisters over in Gary, they ain't had no power in like 3 weeks. They ain't had no power in like 3 weeks. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? We over here in Chicago, we cool. You know what I'm saying? We cool. We had to make some insurance claims. We had to get some cars fixed. We had some flooding, but not like that, family. So we going to look at it. Now, check this out. So a lot of people, hold up. So a lot of people wouldn't see it as a judgment or an actment of God, but don't nothing happen without the reason. Let's see a couple of reasons. Okay. God uses weather as a means of chastisement or judgment in order to produce correction in people behavior. That's why this is what I'm looking at. It don't nothing happen by no reason. Okay. God uses weather as an expression of supernatural power of correction or judgment. Scriptures describe national forces not used as random events, but as tools to humble humanity, displaying sovereignty or discipline nations. This is how I look at it. So I don't know what's going on in Gary. A lot of people tell me to move out to Gary.
Tonight, catastrophic flooding in Indiana. The National Weather Service declaring multiple flash flood emergencies outside Indianapolis. As much as 12 inches of rain falling in 36 hours.
Damn.
In Cambridge City, first responders carefully navigating floating debris to make high water rescues.
Morning race here, grew up here. We're just experiencing the worst flooding I've ever seen.
This man holding onto a utility pole, standing on a boat that's almost completely submerged. Rescuers coming to his aid. Watch as he crawls onto their boat. Rich Nye from our...
And then y'all got to remember, when you come out this way, there's the Great Lakes. So there's rivers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Every single where around me, it is a great body, a great river. Like if like 2 blocks from me, right? If anything floods out, I'll flood out because it's a river right behind. It's a great river behind me. You know what I'm saying? Right behind me, anywhere and everywhere in Chicago and in Indiana, there's always a lake system. So the overflowing is when all that water really hit them lakes, and then them lakes overflooded and then took out parts of all the cities and stuff like that. There are lakes and canals and channels everywhere around us. So when you see this water right here, you know what I'm saying, you got to believe it to be the truth, because there's nothing but lakes around me. There's nothing but bodies of water and rivers all around me. You know what I'm saying? All around Indiana is nothing but lakes like that. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. Damn near every highway you get on and you try to go across, it's going to be a large body of a water of a river or a lake.
Affiliate WTHR is north of there in Muncie.
We have had non-stop heavy rain, and it's coming down in buckets. The Muncie Fire Department bringing people out of their houses with their pets, family by family.
Fire officials making this plea to residents on live TV.
Please shelter in place. If they need evacuated, call 911. We'll get to them as soon as we can.
The widespread flooding comes after two monster systems ravaged the Midwest in 24 hours. Our team taking refuge in our car as today's storms roared through. There's lightning there. We just saw another one. It's crazy how fast this storm came in. In Portage, Indiana, neighbors telling me this home exploded during Tuesday's storm.
Man, that's so bad.
Brian Parker running to see if he could help.
Shook my whole house, and I thought a jet had crashed.
You thought a jet?
Now, look in the case of Noah, using torrential rain and using water to reset a judgment, a wicked earth, as seen in the account of Noah. But let's get some more of our people in here early this morning time, because I want to look. I want you to. I've been praying for Gary, Indiana. I want everybody to pray for Gary, Indiana. I really want y'all to. It's a lot of people that took a loss here in Chicago. It's a lot of people that took a loss in Chicago, but no, not even. Let's put Gary, Indiana at 10, Chicago at 1. We hurting, but we ain't hurting like that, family. Damn.
The water in the house. Front porch of my house there, buddy. Basement's full.
Now, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't know about Indiana far as in. I know a lot of people. I know people who move, who transport back and forth. They transmit back and forth from Chicago. You know, they got to do what they got to do. A lot of people in Indiana, they work in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So they have to get back. They got to transport themselves from state to state just to have a damn job. And a lot of them, they say, well, you know, the taxes are a little bit lower in Indiana, but then they also say they got to pay 2 taxes. But damn, do you see all of this damage? You know, God could have put Gary, Indiana to make a point to America. America sitting up over here, sitting there saying, I want everybody to pray for Gary, Indiana, please, from the bottom of your heart. Pray for these brothers and pray for these sisters. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter that they white, don't matter that they black. You know what I'm saying? They people, they God's people. Pray for Gary, Indiana. But what I think is, God will pick, remember what I said at the beginning of this, God will pick a certain place to make a point in. It don't necessarily have to be that. Indiana, don't get me wrong, a lot of your brothers and sisters is getting hanged. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your brothers and sisters, just like in the South, they be getting hanged in Gary, Indiana. I don't know why black people don't say that, but black people, they protect themselves out there. So they don't really tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it, family. I'm just looking at it as in what they're saying in the news. In the news, they say that a lot of black people get hanged in Gary, Indiana, but it's hard to believe that because that is an open carry state. When I go to Gary, I don't have to have permission to carry no weapons. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why black people is getting hanged when you can carry a weapon to protect yourself. But like I was saying, it doesn't necessarily have to be the people in Gary, Indiana that's offending God. It doesn't. God could just use it as a, you know what? I'm going to use Gary, Indiana to prove a point to all of America.
What is that?
I don't even know what I would do, family. You know what I'm saying? If I walk downstairs and my whole damn living room and my kitchen and my basement is flooded out, I don't know what the hell I would do. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I would sit up there. Maybe I would just pack up my stuff and go to drive land. But a lot of these people, they just can't up and just leave their homes like that. I really want everybody to pray for Gary, Indiana, and the people who live there. They are really hurting. And then this is crazy right now because it's not just Gary, Indiana. If you look around the whole world, all kind of stuff is happening right now. I mean, it's all kind of devastating stuff that's happening in the world when it comes to God's judgment on the place. Your government sit up there and said that they $40 trillion in debt. To who? To who? You know what I'm saying? To who? Oh, well, you know, Jehoshaphat, we only able to make $1.2 trillion and that's barely covering the interest on the damn $40 trillion debt. Okay, since your government gonna sit up there and say that we $40 trillion in debt, the people on the news said that every single house, every single mansion, every single building here in America will be equivalent to $40 trillion. So God said, okay, you're going to sit up there and put my people in debt. I'm going to make you through insurance. I'm going to make you I'm going to make you pay for their house and damn near build their whole house up since you say that they put y'all in debt because it falls on us. About 20%, about $20 trillion, the United States government saying it's our fault why they are in debt. So what does God do? You know what I'm saying? What does God do? Damage all these places and make you build them up brand new. If they be in debt, you're going to give them something out of them. You're just not going to sit there and do the people wrong and continue to do the people wrong with what you owe. The people don't owe that. You owe that. And you putting them into poverty. You putting them into hard times because you don't want to pay your debt. You don't want to. Okay. You got out there. You laid in that bed. But you don't want to even get up and clean your damn bed up. That's why I think God is mad. You know what I'm saying? The people, we ain't getting nothing out of it. But our government is constantly getting more rich over it, sitting there saying that they're in debt. Let's look at it a little bit more. You know, I'm just a man. I could be mistaken. But I really want you to pray for all these different people. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of stuff happening in the United States right now when it talks about the hand of God. Okay, sending destructive hailstorm and fire from the sky to target oppressed forces or subdue rulers as recorded during the plagues of Egypt. This is why I say God is using this to get at these rich people like this. The people in power. Look at what was said. Hail and lightning, sending destructive hailstorm and fires from the sky to target oppressive forces or to subdue rulers as recorded during the plagues of Egypt. God is using all these bad weathers that's happening all over the United States. You got to imagine, you got all the wildfires that's going on. You got all the floods. It's just not Gary, Indiana, you know what I'm saying? And all the bad stuff. But I want you to pray for all our brothers and sisters in Gary, Indiana, because they're going through it. But all of this is an act of God. Now, I'm not God. My name is Jehoshaphat Israel. I wouldn't even sit up here and tell you that I could think like God. I'm just getting all this information and putting it together to figure out what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? Because Gary was hit hella hard, but it's more places in the world that was hit even more harder simultaneously around the clock. As we talk right now, these people are suffering hard. You know what I'm saying? Real bad.
Reports coming in from across our area of flooding. We start here with the BQE, the ponding happening fast, leaving cars and their drivers stranded, forcing first responders to wade through the floodwater to get people to safety. And let's cross the Hudson into New Jersey. Newark roads were no match for the water, creating problems not just getting into the city of Newark, but on the roadways around it, which help people get from New Jersey into Manhattan. Reports coming in from across our area.
Now, they said when I was at work, they said today the wind will get up to 80 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? 80 miles an hour. So when you look around Gary, all you see is all these damn trees, just like in Chicago. And some of these trees are rotted out. They're not strong like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though you see this monolithic ass tree going all the way up, or it'll have some, it'll have some light. It'll be like, it'll look like it'll be big. But then here in Chicago, they say that you just can't cut down a tree like that. They say some of the trees are protected. So even if a tree was by your house, you got to get permission from the city just to cut the damn tree down. But what if that tree fall on the people's house like that? I still believe all of this is an act of God. Look what this says. Okay, stirring up forces, winds, and to capture human attention and reveal how helpless people are without divine protection. I believe that, family. I believe that, family. They said that the wind, they told all of us, they was like, y'all got to come in. Y'all got to seek shelter. We didn't have so many tornado warnings. Y'all got to seek shelter. I done seen these tornadoes come through Chicago and just rip the whole damn roof off a damn house. Just rip it all the way off. You know what I'm saying? Flip all this stuff all over just in the wind. I got to start taking this stuff serious. I come from California. We don't have no damn tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? I never either. I thought tornadoes was a Midwest type thing. Like through, what is they call, Tornado Alley. I don't stay around no damn Tornado Alley. So I thought I was cool coming out here like that.
Mission here. We're going to go inside. Obviously no power. No one has power. We're going to go inside and take a look at what happened in this home. So this is a home again in Country Club Hills. Again, no one was home. That's good news. Watch this step down, Ray. There's no light. Where these people allowed us to go inside their bedroom here and take a look at this right here. Take a look at what happened. This is a home.
Man,
with the bed.
Can you believe that tree came through the house? You know what I'm saying? That tree came through the house and them people bedroom like that.
Bed that a tree. This is a tree that has come through. That's another branch that has come through. This is a first level home that we see where a tree came through the outside of the home and made its way into the bedroom. So that is, fortunately, they're not home. The homeowners are not home, but that kind of gives you an idea of how dangerous something like this would be. We're going to head back outside here. Ray and I are just kind of going through. None of the town has power, and I think it's
That's why I thank God. They told me, they said, Jehoshaphat, you want to stay 2 hours for overtime? I said yes. You know what I'm saying? I said yes. When I came home, if I didn't stay them 2 hours, I would not have a vehicle to drive no more. The insurance people, I pay my insurance, but insurance is not going to cover a damn tree falling on your damn car like that. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Whatever insurance is, the insurance, the home insurance does not matter. They would not have paid, but my God is good because he told me to stay at work. I didn't really have to stay at work, but he told me to stay at work and do those 2 hours. Why? Because he knew that massive 5-ton damn, that tree, I'm picturing inside of my head weighed at least like a good maybe 10 tons. That's 10,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I know my truck is good, but it ain't strong. It's durable, but damn, you know what I'm saying? That's like dropping another truck on my truck. How it's going to survive?
It's going to be a while before we get this kind of figured out in terms of power, because I've seen damage from the Tinley Park area all the way down to Merrillville, Indiana. So this is what we're seeing out here. Someone fortunately not home, but if they would have been home, it would have certainly been a very scary situation for them. Police are just arriving here, but authorities have pretty much been in a big way.
Family.
Cannot believe no one is over here helping Gary.
Thousands of people in Gary, Indiana have been without power since August 11th.
The National Weather Service informed us that Gary faced the strongest winds, which reached 99 miles per hour, equivalent to a
Do you know, if you was walking down the street, that's why they told us to seek shelter, to get into shelter. I call all the people that I know. I was like, man, it's going to be 80 miles an hour. You say you working outside. You might want to take your ass inside for it, you know what I'm saying, till the storm clear. But do you know that 99 miles per hour wind will pick your ass up and throw your ass across the street? Do you know that? You know what I'm saying? So this weather, this ain't no damn joke.
Category 2 hurricane.
All the power is out, as far as I know, all across Gary, Indiana.
They're losing food. Homes are getting warmer.
They do not have money, and some of the cards aren't even working. I ran into some ladies that had children.
I believe, like the sister said, she said, I pay my NIPSCO, I pay my Edison, I pay my whatever the power company is, and y'all ain't had no power for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? They was telling me all that work. They all like, man, we got a generator. I don't got no generator. I got to go here. I got to go there. All these people, they have children. They got old people. They got all kind of stuff going on. Oh, we don't have no power. Why they didn't get through there and just send all the tree companies just to get a contract and just have all the tree companies around go just attack all that stuff? Because that's one of the main things that they were saying. It was like, how I'm gonna get to work and it's a big ass tree on the road. We can't get around it, Joseph. How we gonna get to work? I had to take my MLA, and I'm all like, damn, how long was you off? And they was all like, I don't know what these people gonna do to me about going back to work. You know what I'm saying? They've been talking to me, telling me they plights, and I feel sorry. Please pray, please. If you're not, keep Gary, Indiana in your heart. Please keep them people in your heart, these brothers and sisters, because they are going through it.
And my heart broke.
My name's Aja, and I'm going on day 7 of having no power in one of Indiana's worst blackouts and one of the highest crime cities in Indiana.
NIPSCO, the company that services 100% of customers in Gary.
Because that's what they said. They said they paid their NIPSCO. My only thing is, wow, okay, y'all not going to send all them tree and roofer companies out and clear the debris so that people can at least get around. Y'all can at least give them backup generators. You can give them a little generator. You know what I'm saying? You can, if they paid their bill, you can give them a generator. And then you could even say to yourself, when we get the power back, they can get the generators back. Come on now.
And now saying that it may be until next Tuesday until many people get power back.
We're on day 9 of no power in Gary, Indiana.
My neighbor across the street, my teacher down two streets down, we have no air in here.
Schools are closed. Families are throwing away spoiled food. People are driving to Illinois just to find ice for insulin.
I am from Gary, Indiana. I was born there, raised there until I was about 8 years old. My family is from there and people still live there. And many people are telling me that they still don't have power. They have
Devastating, family. Devastating.